How impressive is this?
Well, it's very impressive. I mean, Skip, the guy's in year 20. The guy's about to be he's a week away, a little over a week. Yeah, a week. So Tuesday.
Yep.
So a little less than a week away. No, he was over a little over a week away from having his 38th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
There are not very many guys that's been in year 20 and scored 30 points, let alone 5 consecutive games of 30. But his 30 now doesn't carry the impact that it once did. And you see, I mean, he was very efficient last night. 11 of 21. Now, he did not shoot the 3 ball. He was 0 for 4. Glad he wasn't 0 for 7. Skip, 90% from the free throw line. What do you have? 11 assists, 6 rebounds. Skip, the guy only had 2 turnovers. 11 to 2. You take that. And Skip, I mean, are they going to beat? You asked yesterday, we was closing. Are they going to beat Sacramento? No.
They were 6-point dogs.
Yeah.
But they don't have, AD or Russ or Austin Reaves.
Skip, they struggle with AD.
Yep.
AD's averaging damn near 32 points and 15 rebounds, and you're going down to the last 30 seconds of a ball game to win. So you take those 30 points out. You take those 15, 16 rebounds out. What the hell you think's going to happen? And you look at those guys. They had 4 guys, Skip, with 20 or more points. They lost the game because of the three-point line. Because one team made 17 threes, the other team made 11 threes.
Yep.
If you look at everything else, Skip, both teams shot 50%. The Lakers actually shot very good from the three-point line.
Yep.
11 of 24, but 17 of 47. Although the percentage isn't great, that's 18 more points. So that's the difference, Skip. And LeBron said it. You know, we're already a team without a lot of strength. We don't have a lot of size. You lose a guy to 6'11", 7-foot wingspan,
yep.
7'6" wingspan. I mean, it's self-explanatory. He's right. I mean, you're asking guys Thomas Bryant, you don't really want Thomas Bryant playing that many minutes. He's an energy guy, comes off, he can play 15, 20 minutes, hey, give you 12 points, 7, 8 rebounds, go back. But you're asking him to play. And I told you Sabonis, he should make the All-Star. Now, he didn't kill you last night with points, but he had 21 rebounds, 13, 21, and 12.
He had 10 in the first quarter. Think about that. That's on the way to 40.
Yes. So you get him giving you 13, 21, and 12, and then you get the other 4 starters that give you at least 20. You're not going to overcome that.
Yep.
Your best player, AD, is not there. He's averaging 27 and 12. Russ coming off the bench, he normally gives you 15 and 7. He's not there. Austin Reaves giving you what he's giving you. He's not there. No. I mean, what LeBron did was very impressive. Unfortunately, impressive isn't going towards win.
No. I agree. So if I scale a 1 to 10 this on how impressive 5 straight games that he has played of 30-plus points, I'm going to give it a 10 because I've never seen anything like it.
Right.
And I'm not exaggerating or being sarcastic or anything else. I'm just telling you the truth. He was extremely impressive start to finish last night.
Yes.
Because these numbers he put up are... Hey, they're 28-year-old numbers. You say he's about to be 38, but they're just really good. He was really good. When he decided to go, he was really good because they couldn't keep him from the rim. He didn't shoot the ball well from 3 because he hasn't all year, and I don't know why, but he just hasn't shot it well from the perimeter. But it doesn't matter because he can score at will.
Right.
He made a couple of mid-ranges last night, which were impressive.
Yes.
So my point to you is, to do 30-plus in 5 straight games in year 20 it's off the charts. It's impossibly great, but I agree with your conclusion. And what? Well, and what is that they're 13 and 18.
Right.
And the Kings, albeit with your missing players, but the Kings are really good.
They are.
I mean, and Mike Brown can coach. We know that. LeBron knows that. He won with him.
But I don't know, Skip. There's something about De'Aaron Fox is still mad that the Lakers took Lonzo Ball over him because he cooks the Lakers every time.
But he was quieter last night because he didn't make a 3-point shot. Usually he'll make 3 or 4 against the Lakers.
But he made a bunch of layups and he had to dunk the ball on
He did, and he made his free throws.
Yes.
But remember, the last time they played at the Crypt, he had 32. He had 22 last night. But the point is, I'm watching Keegan Murray, and up against LeBron, I'm thinking, God, it's hard for LeBron to compete with that because this kid is really good.
Yes.
So what does he do? He just he's taking target practice from 3. He makes 6 out of 12 threes.
Yes.
You're going to have a hard time winning the game if you're going to let him make 6.
Yes.
And then, as you point out, they made 6 more threes in total than the Lakers, and that's
the difference in the ball game.
That's the game. Because the Lakers played hard on offense, played pretty well on offense.
Right.
They they put up 120. That's
yeah,
decent.
but you gave 100.
Okay,
you didn't play no defense.
Okay, and LeBron is shirking his duties on defense because he can't. He can't apply himself the way he used to on defense because he needs to do the offensive side just to make it respectable. I thought he played too deep in the game, but then I started thinking to myself, because there's some stat padding going on in the fourth quarter, because they weren't going to get home.
Right.
But he played 10 minutes of the fourth quarter, but I can't begrudge him wanting to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the greatest scorer in the history of the league. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's stunning. That's like, how could you do that?
Right.
You're a below average long distance shooter, and you're not even known as a scorer, but you're going to be the greatest scorer. Okay, I'm going to give you that. So he's just saying, I got to do this.
Right.
Now, the three-point shooting, I don't understand, because I thought he worked on it in the offseason. Yeah. And he's at 30.4% from three. That ranks
100 and something.
It's 146. 146 of 149 qualified. It's terrible. I thought his free throw, lately he's been making his free throws, but he's at 72.6, which ranks 109 of 129. Right.
Well, he needs a couple more. He needs about 10 more games of 9 or 10.
He does, but he's been on a little bit of a roll.
Yeah.
I thought from free throw line, he was good last night. He was authoritative from the free throw line. He just made him like he thought he was going to.
I like Skip. You know when they got that breakaway foul, he went to the free throw line and shot both free. I like that.
And he made them.
Yeah, made them both.
He swished them both.
Yeah. Skip, I mean, you think about it. I mean, Pat Bev gave you a good game last night offensively, 5 or 7, 1 or 2, made both free throws. But it's just Skip, they're not good. Okay. I mean, and it's like LeBron gives you 31 and 11 and 6. AD can give you what he gives you. There's just not enough. It's really hard for two guys, even now, for two guys just to carry a team.
Yep.
You got to have the thing that makes Boston so good is that they got those two young guns, but all of a sudden you get Brogdon or you get Grant Williams or you get some White or you get all these other guys chipping in, making plays, and that's what you have to have.
Yep. So now I'm looking at the West, and obviously Golden State's a disaster at the moment, but Steph will come back, and they'll be
might be too much ground. They might have given up too much ground.
Okay, but they're going to be a problem for your team.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody's a problem. What you mean? Everybody.
I know, because Sacramento is just a big problem for your team because they used to be.
OKC going to be a problem.
Maybe. But Sacramento.
You see, Shea Gilgeous-Skip, he got the second most 25-point game this season.
And they beat Portland last
back to back. Remember, he hit the game winner the other night, and then they came back and beat him again.
Okay, so all of a sudden, the balance of power keeps shifting, and there's no dynamo at the top of the West where you say, oh, well, you can't beat them.
There ain't no one up here, but there's a lot of teams right there, though.
Right, and Denver and Memphis. And New Orleans is
right there, yeah.
Okay, so it's not going to be simple for you to even make the play-in tournament at this point, depending on health of everybody.
Well, the thing is, Skip, there's some games that 17-point win, the lead that you have against Indiana, the 14-point lead that you had in the fourth quarter, and you let that slip away. It's games like that. So you're 2 games better in the win column, minus 2 games worse in the loss column. You're like, okay, we can. Now you're 15 and 16. Looks a lot better than 13 and 18.
Yeah, it does. Matt Ryan saved you in one game. He's no longer a Laker.
He's not. Like I said, man, Sabonis. We need a shooter. I mean, you got Charlotte, then you add Dallas. Orlando just beat Boston twice.
Twice at Boston?
Yes. Yep. At Miami, at Atlanta. Now, Atlanta got their own issues with the coach and Trey, and you hear some rumblings that some of the players are disappointed in Trey, yada, yada, yada. He got upset at the coach and didn't even show up for a ball game. I'm like, what? Who does that? Mm-hmm. They could do that in the NBA? Because I tell you what, you do that in the field, they cut you.
They would.
They cut you. Ain't no way in hell you get mad at the coach and tell me I ain't gonna play us. man, these days, the basketball, I should have been a basketball player. Get ticked off at somebody like, nah, I ain't coming. I ain't coming to work, Skip. You ticked off at somebody.
In the end, it's going to be a battle for the Lakers, even if AD comes back.
I ain't talking about no playoff. I'm talking about LeBron. I'm just counting down.
You know what? That's it.
All I'm trying to do is line up where I can save my pennies and I can get me a couple of tickets and I can go to the game that I think LeBron's going to break that record because I would like to be in attendance for that game. Yep. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm looking at, right? Skip, my mind won't even let me fathom my mind fathomed being where I am today as a small kid in rural South Georgia, more so than my mind fathoming the Lakers going to do something in the playoffs, even make the playoffs.
Yep.
That's what I'm Skip. I'm gonna be 100 with you. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm looking at they say he's about 25, 26 games away.
Yep.
And you look at it, you try to figure it out, okay, they're gonna be back to backs, he won't play. Does that push it? Does he get 40 points in the game? Then that elevates it. So blah, blah, blah. So that's all I'm trying to do, Skip. I'm just trying to figure out what 2 game can I get to see this man break the records? Because I would like to say, you know what? I saw LeBron James become the all-time leading scorer with my own 2 eyes in the building.
That's a good point. I buy that. And because this year feels like it has become LeBron passing Kareem, not LeBron passing Sacramento.
No, hell no. I mean, it's kind of like Barry Bonds' home run record, Skip. You know they wasn't going to no playoff. You just like, okay, let's see if Barry can break the record.
Yep. That's a good point. Whew.
Everybody's waiting for LeBron to do that, guys. And then up next for the Lakers, they've got the Hornets tomorrow night.
Oh, we got
and then on Christmas versus the Mavericks.
Oh, we'll get the Mavericks on Christmas.
All right, guys, moving on this morning.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.